Well guys, welcome back to the nest. I hope you're all keeping well. Doesn't look like it's nice and sunny outside whenever it's near the end of June. Great news guys, I have finished my first year of college, so I guess that means there's going to be a bit more videos. Now I'm going to need to upload as much as I can over the summer, especially during July because I'm going to be going away for a few nights to Amsterdam. Very excited, I've never really been there before. You guys see me? Maybe a wee bit too dark. Pitch black, we're all black today. This is navy. Anyway, today is quite a special video because this is actually the first ever TV show that we're talking about on this channel. And I'm only doing this first series because I found out that the second series was broadcast on TV a few years later. This is actually a sitcom. Do let me know if there's any other TV shows you guys want me to react to in future years. But this TV show is Fawlty Towers. I can't remember what the theme song goes like, but yes, I gotta say guys, this TV show was so funny. The guy who played the main character, Fawlty, I wonder if Basil is actually a real name for a man, because I do know that it's a spice. Believe it or not, my granny actually had a cat whenever I was a wee kid called Basil. I thought it was just a name you gave your pets, but it turns out that it can be a name as well. And he's played by a man named John Cleese. I hear that John Cleese was already a well-known comedian. He was in a comedy group called Monty Python or something. And he got the idea to create Fawlty Towers because him and his castmates, they were actually in this hotel. And the guy in charge was such a rude bastard, so he was. Like, he was so nasty to his guests. You know, he was such a snob. And this is where he got the idea for Basil. Like guys, I did hospitality for A-levels, so I did. And I know that it's not ideal to be rude to your guests. I mean, it's only going to turn your customers away. And let me tell you, see, for now, I work in a supermarket and I deal with a lot of rude customers every day. But I still have to keep my cool because, you know, it'll turn people away and, you know, that makes me as bad as them. It's very unprofessional. But I think Basil thinks that he can do whatever he wants because he owns the hotel. I love how at the beginning of this all 6 episodes that there's something wrong with the sign, like there's a letter missing or there's a letter added and it's just slightly slanted. I think that's to signify that the hotel is very poorly run. Basil owns it with his wife Sybil. I gotta say, Sybil is so annoying. I feel like she just tells Basil what to do just to get under his skin, and you know, she laughs like a donkey. And she spends so much time on the phone. I know. And what ownership does she actually have? Like, does she contribute at all? And I gotta say, they do need more staff. Now, all they have is a waitress named Polly, who's an aspiring painter. I gotta say, she's probably gonna go very far, you know, with whatever pictures she sells to other people. I actually found out that the girl playing Polly was actually John Cleese's wife in real life. Yeah, I wonder. Just imagine you're working with your family in a show. So you don't get that very often, so you don't. I'm sure there are some brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers and sons and daughters who actually take part in a TV show or a movie. But they've also got a waiter named Manuel who is Spanish. And he has a hard time, you know, with the lingo, and you know, he doesn't do too well his job. But you know, he's well-meaning. I gotta say, I feel so sorry for Manuel, so I do. He's trying his hardest, but you know, he's grateful for whatever English he has learned. You know what I mean? Basil, on the other hand, he just wants like so many high-class people coming to this hotel. I mean, be grateful you've got customers in, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the whole first episode, you know, is all about. And, you know, Sybil doesn't give him a break. You know, she tells him to hang a painting and then he has to work on the menu. You had all morning to do the menu, Basil. Yes, but I'm hanging the painting. Hello, can we get a reservation? Wait 1 minute. I'm in the middle of doing this. The thing I don't understand is, why is Basil so posh, but Sybil has like a Cockney accent, if you know what I mean? Just imagine if they actually were, if it was them that was married in real life rather than Polly and Basil. But yeah, Manuel, you know, he's he's basically like the dog of the hotel. I'm so sorry. He's from Barcelona, so he is. It's easier to train a monkey. Yeah, Mr. Basil. Donkey is bolo. And he gets so confused with everything. You know, this Mr. Basil's wife. Me, Mr. Basil. This slap on head. It turns out that in the beginning, there's actually a lord who claims to be working for somewhere who will actually trying to cash a check, but Polly spies on him. It turns out that he's actually a thief, and all the proof is in the pudding. Whenever they go into the safe, whenever they open the briefcase, and all you see inside it is just a pile of bricks. The second episode actually talks about new renovations for the hotel. However, Basil and Sybil are going away for the weekend, but Polly is left in charge of the hotel. But she decides to go for a little siesta, and she tells Manuel to wake her up whenever the builders arrive. Ah yes, you oily men. You oily men. Is he joking? What's your problem here, mate? He gives them misdirections, and they accidentally board up the whole bloody kitchen, so they do. And whenever Polly wakes up, she just doesn't know what has happened. But then there's this other guy, this Irish guy who builds for them, that they're known to call because apparently he's cheap. And while he's giving directions, the builder's like, if the good Lord wanted us to walk, he would have invented roller skates. If the good Lord is mentioned one more time, I shall drag you closer to him. They don't do a very good job because all they manage to do is just get this stand that basically just holds the building together. Now, if you move that out of the way, you're just going to bring the whole building down, so you are. Third episode, now I gotta say, the third episode I think was my least favourite because it was just a few people coming over from home just to have like a wedding party or something. I don't know, I just didn't really understand the episode so well. Fourth episode is the inspector episode. Now I gotta say, this is so funny. Basil doesn't know who the real inspector is. You know, there's just so many guests. There's one guy who just sells spoons and cutlery for a living. And, you know, he does, even though he's not the real inspector, he does have a good point. This hotel is poorly run, and you are a very rude, insolent man, Mr. Fawlty. And Manuel is no better. He just... They keep bringing the food to the wrong table. They keep telling customers to move from one table to another. They did that a lot in the first episode. I do remember there was one customer who didn't get his order, who was waiting so long to get his food, and this is what he wanted. Scotch and water, lemon juice, and a gin and tonic if you please. Shut up! I also love the nicknames that Basil gives Sybil, like, you know, a venomous old puff at her, you know. Well, it's true, I mean, she doesn't really give his headpiece, does she? Basil! I just love Basil's reaction whenever he finds the real inspectors have come to inspect the building, to inspect the hotel, and whenever he goes to the reception desk, best way to end the episode, one of those finely cut screams. Hello, I'm Basil Fawlty, welcome to Fawlty. I wonder if he actually passed the inspection. We'll never know, will we? Next episode, they decide to have a gourmet night, but the Greek chef unfortunately has a crush on Manuel, and he becomes very drunk, and he tries to head on him, but he's basically out, and all they can serve is duck. Duck with vegetables, duck with wine, and what if we don't like duck? Jeez. However, they go over to the butcher's, they keep getting duck. However, the car breaks down. You have a very unreliable car, but then the duck gets damaged. They have to go back to get another duck, and they accidentally swap it for a dessert. However, I wonder if there's people out there who actually have dessert before the main course. I mean, and then, you know, you have the dessert for your main course, and then you have the main course for your dessert. There has to be some people who actually do that. Gotta say, I really enjoyed this comedy, guys. The last episode was my favourite, to be honest. Now, I have to be so careful talking about this one because it's quite offensive. But basically, Sybil ends up in hospital because she has an ingrown toenail. Oh, guys, I've actually had an ingrown toenail before, and my God, it hurts so much. Like, you don't know how it feels. It actually feels like there's someone sticking a knife into the side of your toe, so it does. And Basil makes a point. Is the toe macheting into there? Cutting at the nerve? It still hurts, Basil, if that's what you mean. And Basil is left to run the hotel now. He has so much to do. He has to put a moose head up. He has to run the fire drill. Now, I gotta say, guys, you know, everyone has to do a fire drill every now and again. I've done it in college before, in school, in work even. They have to do it once a year, you know, just so everyone can live in an orderly fashion. I gotta say, I do hate the sirens, but, you know, Basil just keeps on putting the bell on at the inconvenient time, and everyone just doesn't know whether to leave or not. No, this isn't the real fire drill. I'm just saying this is what you need to do to hear it. This isn't the real drill. However, it turns out that Manuel has accidentally started a real fire. Fire, sir! Fire! No, this isn't a real fire. And then Basil gets knocked unconscious and he ends up in the hospital. I don't think he's pleased to see his wife, you know, sitting next to him. I always wonder why, you know, in the hotel, they like Basil and Sybil stay in the hotel, but they sleep in separate beds. Does that show that their marriage is failing, or, you know, they just don't like each other? I wonder. Maybe whenever I get to the second series, you know, in a few months' time, maybe like we'll see progress in their marriage. I don't know, because this is only the first season I've watched. There's a family of Germans who've arrived to the hotel, and they oh my god, Basil, I don't even know if I can say this. Like, do tell me, guys, if I can say this or not. But I'm gonna be putting a disclaimer anyway. But yes, he keeps warning all the staff whenever they see the Germans, don't mention the war. And he keeps blaming one side and the other, you know, and the Germans are clearly unhappy. One of them even breaks down in tears. And, you know, he does make a point, you know, can people not take a joke? But, you know, not when you're being that way. I think in the end, Basil just needs to take a break from running a hotel. To be honest, like, he's not nice to his guests. He's a hypocrite as well. I remember at the end of the first episode, he called out to them saying, "You snobs!" Yeah, you're one to talk, mate. I don't know. Maybe Polly will get her big break as an artist. Maybe Basil and Sybil will actually become a loving husband and wife. Maybe Manuel will actually progress, get a promotion as assistant owner. You never know. Yeah, like I said about Manuel, I feel so sorry for him, but he's trying his best. He's doing his best, you know. He's so grateful for the job. He's so grateful for whatever English he has learned. Thing I want to know is, did they ever get the painting up? I also love the other guests of the hotel, two elderly women who hit on Basil all the time, and old Major. Feel sorry for him as well. He's so senile, so he is. You know, he just doesn't know what's going on. But yeah, what a great first TV show for the channel, guys. You know, I'm definitely looking forward to the second series and seeing more TV shows out there. I think this is how I'm going to plan the rest of my videos for TV shows. Like, unless it's very important episodes, unless these episodes are absolute highlights, I think I'm just going to do a video on, like, season 1. You know, talk about all the episodes from season 1 in one video, because if I do episode to episode to episode, I'm going to have too many videos, guys, and I don't want to burn myself out. But this is the plan, guys. You know, I just felt like, you know, it's important to include TV shows because there's some actors who did get their big breaks from TV shows and then they get onto the film. You know, I think that's probably how I'm going to go whenever I get into the acting career next year. We'll just wait and see, guys. But yeah, really enjoyed Fawlty Towers. It's great fun. Don't forget to leave a like, comment. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe, tell your friends, turn on notifications, share on your social media. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will definitely have to be Thursday because I'm going to be watching the last movie of the year on Friday night with a few friends. So I'm going to have to get right on that. We're making progress, guys. Because like I said, you know, I'm going to need to upload as much as I can during the summer. You know, if we want to get there, and I'm going to need to order all the equipment. You know, one by one, I've managed to get something for my DVD player, and then I'm going to need to probably order the mouse first because I think that's probably going to be the smallest and cheapest. I think I'm probably going to have to get a computer desk from like a charity shop or something because there are some charity shops that do them cheap, you know. Start off with a small desk, you know, as we progress, we'll get on to the bigger, more professional stuff. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to tell your friends, turn on notifications, subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Love you all to death, and remember, don't mention them.